Welcome to Slim's Cooking. What's cooking, Slim? Well, this morning we ain't cooking anything. We're going to put together some tuna salad for my daughter, Allie. So we're going to start with some tuna, making sure that we are using albacore, solid white albacore in water. You don't want it in the oil. Make sure it's in the water. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to drain all the water out of it. You take the lid off and push down on it, you can drain absolutely every bit of the water out of it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our tuna in the bowl. You can hear Bonzo eating his food in the background. He got a little bit of tuna on his food and went to town on it. So if you hear the crunching, that's the dog, it's not the tuna. So we're going to break this tuna up. If you like it chunkier, that's fine. I like it to be like tuna dust. So break it down as good as you can. Just making sure we get all the chunks knocked out of it. Just use your fork to kind of break everything up. Like I said, I like tuna dust, so I maybe go to a little farther extreme than everybody else. When my mama broke stuff up when I was growing up, everything ended up in dust. So we had hamburger dust, tuna dust, tater dust. Everything turned into dust. She chopped it up as fine as she could get it. All right, so we got that where we want it now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some spices. So we're going to use a little celery salt. As you can see, I'm going to use a pretty good amount of celery salt. If you want to use fresh celery, you can. I'm going to add a little onion powder. A little bit of that. We're going to use some fresh ground pepper. A little bit of that in there. And then I like some dill. Just a little bit of dill. Kind of gives it a little bit of a little more herby. It's good. All right, next, I'm going to add mayonnaise. You can either use real mayonnaise. If you're not a big mayonnaise fan, you can use Miracle Whip, but it does make it taste a little sweeter, so be aware of that. I like real mayonnaise, so we're going to go with 1 heaping tablespoon and another heaping tablespoon, and then maybe like a partial. All right, so that's the mayonnaise. I keep the spoon in there because we may have to go back to it. So next thing we're going to use is sweet relish. I use some sweet relish, maybe about 3/4 teaspoon. And then I'm going to rinse my spoon off. And the next thing we use is dill relish. I like a little dill. My mother only used sweet pickle relish. I think a little dill gives it a little bit of a kick and a little bit of a break from the sweetness. So I use about half, maybe a little more of the dill relish as well. All right, once you get all that, take your fork, just kind of stir it all up. Get it mixed up real well. Of course, all you fancy folks that got a KitchenAid, you could probably throw this in there and just have it whip it all up, stir it up for you. You just want your consistency to where everything's kind of creamy. If it's still a little dry, you can add some mayonnaise. Some folks like it a little wetter than others, so if you like it a little less dry, you can add more mayonnaise. Get the thing all stirred up. Then you're just going to taste it just to make sure that you got your pickle ratio right. Like I said, I like to have a little bit of kick from the dill. If you like it sweeter, you can use nothing but the sweet pickle relish. But I like a little kick from the dill, so I just want to make sure that I got enough of the dill in there. So taste it. Right on track. All you gotta do now is make you some toast. Throw it on your toast and you got you a tuna sandwich, or you can just eat it just like that. So you have now made tuna salad by Slim. So thank you for watching, appreciate it.